Are electric cars taking over the world? It's a question that may have crossed your mind as you see more and more of these silent machines on the road. It's no secret that electric cars are becoming increasingly commonplace. Sales have skyrocketed in recent years, and their market share is growing at an impressive rate. But what exactly is an electric car? At its core, it's a vehicle that uses one or more electric motors for propulsion. Instead of gasoline, these cars run on electricity. They store energy in rechargeable batteries that power an electric motor, which then turns the wheels. From the humble beginnings of low-speed, short-range vehicles, electric cars have come a long way. Now they're competing head-to-head with their gasoline-powered counterparts, boasting impressive speeds, ranges, and even luxury features. But are these electric vehicles really the future, or is it all just a passing trend? Electric cars have several advantages that make them an attractive option for many drivers. From an environmental perspective, these vehicles are a breath of fresh air, literally. They produce significantly fewer emissions than their gas-guzzling counterparts, contributing less to air pollution and global warming. Moreover, by running on electricity, they reduce our reliance on dwindling fossil fuel reserves, making them a more sustainable choice for the long term. But it's not just about saving the planet. Electric cars are also incredibly efficient. Most models can convert up to 80% of the electrical energy from the grid to power at the wheels, compared to a mere 20 to 30% for conventional cars. This efficiency can translate into substantial cost savings over time. And let's not forget the convenience factor. With the ability to charge at home, you can essentially refuel while you sleep. Plus, as public charging infrastructure continues to expand, finding a place to power up on the go is becoming easier than ever. However, like anything else, electric cars have their downsides as well. Despite their many benefits, there are still some hurdles that electric cars need to overcome. One of the biggest roadblocks is the high upfront cost. While they can be cheaper to run in the long term, the initial price tag can be a shock. Then, there's the issue of driving range. Despite improvements, most electric cars still can't match the distance a petrol or diesel car can cover on a full tank. This, coupled with long charging times, can make electric cars less convenient for long trips or for those without easy access to charging points. Speaking of which, the scarcity of charging stations in some areas is another major concern. It's no good having an electric car if you can't easily charge it. Lastly, while electric cars are greener on the road, the environmental impact of battery production and disposal is a significant issue. So, are electric cars really poised to replace traditional vehicles? Now that we've talked about the pros and cons, let's take a closer look at some of the latest electric vehicles that are pushing boundaries and overcoming obstacles. First up, the Tesla Model 3. It's not just a car, it's a phenomenon. With its sleek design, high-tech features, and impressive range, the Model 3 is making electric cars desirable and accessible to many. Next, the Nissan Leaf. This compact hatchback is a great option for city dwellers. It's affordable, easy to drive, and has a respectable range for urban commutes. Then we have the Chevrolet Bolt EV. This compact car is all about practicality. It offers a range of over 250 miles on a single charge, and comes at a more affordable price point than many of its competitors. Moving into luxury territory, we have the Audi e-tron. This SUV combines the comfort and sophistication you'd expect from Audi with the environmental benefits of an electric powertrain. And finally, the Jaguar Y-Pace. This all-electric SUV combines performance, style, and sustainability in a package that's distinctly Jaguar. These are just a few examples of the exciting new electric vehicles available today. Each one represents a step towards overcoming the challenges we discussed earlier, making the future of electric cars look brighter than ever. While electric cars are gaining popularity, traditional cars still have their own advantages. Let's not forget that traditional cars often come with a lower sticker price, making them more accessible to a wider demographic. Additionally, the variety of models available is vast, catering to every taste and need, from compact city cars to roomy SUVs and high-performance sports cars. Another significant benefit is the well-established infrastructure for refueling and maintenance. Gas stations are ubiquitous, and so are auto repair shops capable of handling traditional vehicles. This makes owning and operating a traditional car incredibly convenient. And then, there's the emotional attachment. Many drivers are entranced by the rumble of an engine, the feel of shifting gears, the smell of gasoline. These sensory experiences form a bond that's hard to break. The question remains, will these advantages be enough to keep traditional cars in the game? So, Are electric cars really taking over the world? In our journey today, we've seen the rise of electric cars, a trend that seems to be gaining momentum. They've brought us numerous benefits, from environmental advantages to cost savings in the long run. Yet there's no denying they have their own set of challenges, like the need for more charging infrastructure and the initial high cost of purchase. On the other side of the coin, traditional cars are still firmly in the game. They offer familiarity, a vast network of service stations, and typically, a lower upfront cost. So as much as we're seeing a surge in electric vehicles, it's clear that they haven't quite taken over just yet. Electric cars and traditional vehicles both have their strengths and weaknesses. There's a lot to consider and many obstacles to navigate before we see a complete shift to electric. Only time will tell whether electric cars are the future of transportation, but one thing is clear, they're definitely changing the game.